go to RogerHollowayHomes.com.
Look at that Sydney plan, amazing. Really the largest one here at Kolter Homes, Cresswind. Now, 2-car garage, and you said you wanted a third, but I want to talk to you about the multi-generational aspects of this Sydney. What if your mom or dad had their own garage bay that went right into their multi-generational, I know it, Kolter is doing it again. This Sydney, please don't tell my wife about this video, because though we are loving our page, she keeps talking about this guy named Sydney. Well, this is so cool, guys, because you come right off to this side and you have not only a powder room for your common use and your guests, now you have a multi-generational suite unlike others. Now, if you're a subscriber to my channel, you know that I often talk about pooling your resources with your mom or dad and getting them to move in with you. You don't leave them in Poughkeepsie, you bring them with you. And look what Kolter is offering, a mother-in-law conversion from a bedroom, 2 bedrooms actually, and look what they did. They put a sink, you have an option for a refrigerator. I would put a toaster oven or a microwave right there, and then bam. But here's where the secret sauce is. That door, it goes to that 3rd-car garage. Man, I would have my handyman wire a second doorbell, so if I had guests, I could just open that door, open the garage door, and welcome my guests in, or bring them in through the front. 8-foot doors, 10-foot ceilings. So there's the living room for your mom and or dad, and then how about this for some luxury living? Right here in the front. So you've got a bedroom, full bath, and yes, you can get it decorated just like that. You're gonna call Marcy Sachs, my interior designer, and she'll do for you what she's done for us. Beautiful finishes. You've got a shower. And when you think about it, although you're gonna probably spend on a nice lot in the 700s for this Sydney here at Cresswind Wesley Chapel, think about what you'll get. The peace of mind of having your mom or dad under your roof. Then they're completely independent, but they're safe. And I know that sounds like a ton of money, but think about it. What if you pooled your resources and you gave them a reason to chip in and you had a place for them to stay? Now look at this Sydney. Look at the bank of windows, 3 windows on either side of that door. And by the way, there are a ton of options for you here. You know, not only the kitchen, the cabinets, the coffers, the trays. I just love these dark blue cabinets. But before I get over on that other side and get ahead of myself, I want to go back to this next bedroom, which, oh, by the way, has its own bathroom. Now that's a beautiful thing to have an ensuite like that. And depending on how you would use it, perhaps you would decide to make this an office. And obviously you don't have to have your parents up in front. It's just a really cool option for a multi-generational, because most builders are not doing that. And by the way, unlike most builders, this one, if you see trim like this on the wall, most builders will say, oh, we can't do that, that's just for the model. What do you mean you can't do it? You just did do it. There it is. But Kolter is offering that as an option if you so desired, meaning that if it's in, for instance, the Sydney, you can ask for it. Now, I think it's not real cheap, but it's flexible and available. Now, one thing I definitely encourage you to do, you know, if you're wanting a coffer of some sort, so would they do that trim? They would, but they're more used to doing beams and coffers. And so as one that we bought a spec because we needed to move more quickly, and we liked so many things about our house and the things that we loved and, you know, would never want to change or couldn't change, like the lot. We went ahead and bought it. We loved the lot so much, and the floor plan was great. So there were some things that we took that the builder opted for that we could change, like again, adding a coffer and all that. But I suggest you do all that if you can at the design center and get what you want at the beginning if you can. I'm standing back in this corner just to kind of show you the expanse of this Sydney and all the light coming in. Beautiful. Oh, my, look at that island. Now you come around to this side and you've got, again, a window pouring light into, what is this for you? Is this a coffee bar or a bar? or is it a baking station? There are a lot of things you can do with this, with or without the counter, cabinets, etc. It's your choice, and you're going to enjoy the design center experience. Here, if you can get the cabinets, you're ordering it from scratch, building from dirt, nice way to go, and everything's ready when you move in. Generous, my. Now, you say, I want to bring my parents. Multi-generational sounds good, but I've got a 28-year-old unmarried kid that likes mama's cooking. So what should I do? Well, why don't you build this with an upstairs? And there's another option too. If you don't want to do the multi-generational up front, they have that third bay garage offered as a hobby room. In fact, one of my YouTube subscribers built it that way for a fitness center of their own. I know that's what my friend Bob Sachs did. He took his basement in his active living and had it all built out for his own gym. Now I'm excited about the gym coming to the amenity center, which will be open here within the year. Look at that. Again, yes, they'll let you do that here. They'll do it for you. Now you might want to just have your own trim carpenter come in and do some of those things, but again, the flexibility is there. My. I mentioned Marcy Sachs, the designer. That's Bob's honey, and she chewed me out one time when I used the word curtains. She said, no, you're getting custom drapery. We started with blinds, and one beautiful thing about her is that she also offers Hunter Douglas blinds, and with her design expertise, it was really nice to have her as a resource and a provider for that. I've seen so many of these transom windows, you turn the lights off and you still got natural light flowing in, great size shower in this Sydney. Now, by the way, the Sydney is not the only one offering a multi-generational suite. The Nicole has the model showing that way. And by the way, if you see something that you like, or you hear me mention something like I just did, and you want me to go shoot it for you, just ask. By the way, one thing we did that was cool, we put in a few more base cabinets and a makeup table and some extra countertop. So that was really cool for ours. These closets are so humongous that you can do stuff like that. Wow, guys, this is some good stuff. Cresswind Wesley Chapel. There's also a Cresswind Charlotte, and we would love to help you in your move to the greater Charlotte area. So what you want to do is just give me a call, 704-345-3400, and let us help you with that. And the way that works is you never want to go to the builder without your own buyer agent. The price for our fee is already built into the price of the home. And so you're really not being wise if you go in without us. Don't fill out a form, don't call them. Call me first and let's get you connected to one of my team members. I'm going to go out front, by the way, show you again that garage and just paint that picture for you so that you can see what I'm talking about. Just kind of walking out backwards now about having that separate entrance. And that's where my team really works well with the builders reps. We ask questions that you might not think to ask. And whether it's here or Cresswind Charlotte or any of the other 55 plus in the greater Charlotte area, you know better. You do better when you know better. Maya Angelou said something to that effect. Look at that. If mom or dad could have their own car, what if they're my age, right? What if you're 55 and your parents are in their 70s, and to be able to grant them the beauty of some independence that way, I think is a great way to go. 704-345-3400, highlighting the Sydney plan, really the largest plan here at Cresswind Wesley Chapel from Kolter Homes. Give me a call, 704-345-3400, and I'll see you in the next video.
Go to RogerHollowayHomes.com.